back to 1969 teardrop restoration. First of all, my first project was to change the windows in a door. Those were original one. I like very much the sunlight, so I decided to exchange those windows. This is the windows slide with the net. They go in like this. This was the piece which goes in the back, and this window is designed for the half-inch plywood. I found those doors very wibble. Half-inch wasn't strength enough, so I actually double the thickness of the door. So right now they very strudel. So I purchased those couple windows from the junkyard. They come in like this with this plate, which is designed for the camper, which is probably 1.5 to 2 inches thick walls. I have basically, to be honest with you, maybe 1.25 inch thickness, so I didn't use this plate because it will stick it out like this, and I try to prevent that. So what I did first, when I removed the old window, I used this piece as my guide. So what I did, you can see it works. It goes inside perfectly. It fits over here. So I make the template like this. You can see it goes inside. And then when I cut this, I make it string. I use the tools like this. You open this plywood, and then this is your template. So I put this on the door, I clamp it, and then I was cutting the original door with the bigger opening, and those are the parts of the exterior door which they were cut to make a bigger window. And this little machine works perfectly around it. You have to use the metal blade, very fine, because the plywood bit will damage the aluminum. This is the plywood. I was using much finer, like this. This is the teeth you want to use. Very fine. So you make this opening, then the plate was going on the other side. I cut 1/2 inch plywood like this, and I screw it together. So right now we have like 1.25 inch of the thickness of the door. It gives you the strength, and on top give you some insulation. Whole camper I will say it's 2 inches thick. There is the styrofoam insulation inside between the plywoods. So you have 1/4 inch plywood on this side, you have 3/4 inch plywood on this side, and between is probably 1/2 inch pink insulation, whatever was available at that time 50 years ago. I can actually see it right here. If you can zoom it, you see the insulation right here. It's probably 3/4 inch insulation plywood and 1/4 inch plywood right here. So the camper is very well insulated. As you see, the wall is probably 2 inch wide. This is what I cut from the original door. Steel plate right here, as you can see. and I put in the bigger window, which actually opens not side to side, it opens from the bottom to the top. Okay, so we got two new windows, they bigger, the door still nice and tight, and this was what we did so far. Thank you very much. See you next time.